Today, we are diving into a story that has absolutely captured the imagination of millions around the globe. It's a brand new take on a legend that's centuries old. This is our explainer on the phenomenon that is Black Myth Wukong. And it all kicks off with this really chilling idea. This one line sets the stage perfectly for a journey into a legend we all thought we knew. It suggests that the epic story we've been told for centuries, well, it might just be a lie. We all know him, right? Sun Wukong, the great sage equal to heaven. He's this huge icon of literature and culture, a being of unbelievable power and, a bit of a trickster. And there it is. That's the question that sits right at the heart of this entire new myth. It just completely flips the script on everything we thought we knew. It asks us to think about a darker, way more complicated possibility. I mean, what if we've been cheering for an imposter this whole time? Okay. But to really get the twist, we have to rewind a bit and go back to the original legend. So for anyone who's new to the story, let's do a quick rundown. Who is the Monkey King? So if you're not familiar with the tale, Sun Wukong is basically the star of one of China's 4 great classical novels. He's a monkey born from a magic stone, a real chaotic force of nature, who ends up becoming this kind of reluctant hero on a huge pilgrimage to India. And his powers? Oh man, they are completely off the charts. He can shapeshift into 72 different forms, he's pretty much unkillable, his staff can shrink down to the size of a needle or grow big enough to smash the heavens. He can leap across entire continents in a single bound, and his special fiery eyes can see through any deception. And look, that's not just hype. In the original story, he literally, single-handedly, wages war against the entire heavenly court and actually holds his own. He is the ultimate rebel, defined by his incredible power and his absolute defiance. Okay, now let's get to the really juicy part of this explainer. How Black Myth takes that legendary story and just shatters it into a million pieces. Right, this is the question that's fueling all the hype and speculation. See, the Black Myth isn't just a cool title, it's a whole premise. It suggests that there's a hidden, darker version of the story that's been deliberately covered up. This really lays out the whole conflict perfectly. On one side, you have the classic tale, it's a story of redemption. But on the other, you've got the Black Myth, which reframes the whole thing as more of a detective story. The goal isn't enlightenment anymore, it's about uncovering a massive, maybe even divine conspiracy. And that quote right there, it just perfectly illustrates the huge shift in tone. This journey isn't just a physical test anymore. It's a deep dive into a world of lies and forgotten truths, where, any friend could be an enemy and every legend could be a complete fabrication. So, if you're going to try to uncover a conspiracy that might go all the way up to the heavens, well, you better believe you're going to face some pretty serious opposition. In this version of the story, those classic demons from the novel, the Yao Guai, they aren't just random roadblocks. Oh no, they're the guardians of the secret. They are the terrifying gatekeepers standing between our hero and the truth he's trying to find. First up, a classic foe, the white bone spirit. We're talking about a horrifying demon known for being a master of disguise and deception. It can create illusions to fool even the sharpest eyes. I mean, in a world built on lies, what better guardian could you ask for? And then you have this guy, the Bull Demon King, a being of just sheer, raw power. In the original story, he was actually Wukong's sworn brother before they became enemies. But in this new myth, his real motives, his allegiances, they're a total mystery. Is he a friend or is he a foe? And that's really the key here. The true horror isn't just in the enemies we recognize, but in the ones we don't. Who's really pulling the strings? What other legendary figures are in on this deception? The mystery itself is the real monster. So, with all these reimagined threats and this super deep mystery, what does it all mean? Let's jump to our final section and look at why this isn't just a cool story, but why it's a truly significant cultural moment. 400. Think about that. For over 400 years, at a minimum, the story of Journey to the West has been captivating people. This isn't some new idea. It's a genuine epic that's been evolving for centuries. And that's exactly why this matters so much. We are literally witnessing a major evolution in how this timeless story is being told. It's taking this foundational piece of literature and adding a whole new layer of mystery and modern intrigue for a global audience. So why is this such a big deal right now? Well, because it's working on so many different levels.
It's reintroducing a foundational Eastern myth to the entire world. It's using interactive storytelling to dig into these timeless themes of truth and lies. And honestly, it's a huge moment of cultural expression that asks questions about identity that feels so relevant today.
And in the end, that's the question that Black Myth Wukong leaves us with. It's a powerful reminder that myths aren't static things that are just carved in stone. They're alive. They can be questioned, they can be broken down, and put back together in new ways. And maybe, just maybe, in that retelling, we'll discover a truth that's even more powerful than the original legend ever was.